is up, Rocket Nation? Hopefully you guys are having the best Monday ever in the history of Mondays that have ever Mondayed. We're back at it again today with some more Black Myth Wukong. Yesterday, we finished on maybe the highest of the high notes that we've ever finished on. The boss that we fought, Yellow Long, last night was pretty freaking intense. I'm not gonna lie. That guy was pretty hard. I fought him again last night with my other character, my offline character. Because basically the way that I always do it is we play here, and then if I'm not playing Destiny or playing something else with Captain Smalls or something, then I end up at night, I'll play on my other character and basically get him caught up to essentially where we are at. And I fought him again, and he was, it took almost the same, I think it took me 3 tries. I think we did it in 5. I want to say it was like something around 5 or something like that in yesterday's stream. But then after the stream, I want to say it took me 3 times, and he was still just as hard. That guy is pretty nuts. And I did figure out one of his big attacks. Of course, yesterday, during that fight, there's a spot where he actually, it's Yellow Long goes up in the air. And then I'm convinced as of right now that his animations are broken. I think it's supposed to have a timing where he lifts his arm and there's an audio cue at the same time where they both go off. It'll go shing and then he comes at you and then you can dive roll out of the way. But what we found happening is sometimes the shing sound would start, then he would lift his arm, and then he wouldn't go, and then he would go. So it was like they were all off sync is the way that it seems. So I'm pretty convinced now that that is actually a bug, because it would change. Sometimes he would go before the sound or the animation, and then other times all 3 of them lined up, and that's when it felt right. Like you knew, okay, here he comes. Well, last night, I feel like I found a way around it. All you got to do is charge him and dive towards him, and he goes right over top of you. He can do tracking right to left, but he can't track you forwards and backwards. And I feel like I figured that out last night, and that made the fight a whole lot easier. As soon as I figured that out, I didn't die again. So meaning I killed him. But yeah, such a cool fight, such an awesome fight. The cutscene after is pretty badass too, where he turns into a dragon and then goes into the sword. So now we're able to beat him. We got to check and see what we got for the rewards for that as well, because we haven't checked the rewards or any of that as well. So gotta check those. And then yeah, we're gonna push forward with the rest of this area. I'm kind of struggling to see. I feel like in the first and second chapter, what the secret thing that you had to do was obvious. Like it was, this is the secret quest line for this chapter. For chapter 4, I'm finding, and even a little bit in chapter 3 as well. Did we even get a curio in a special, like a secret thing in chapter 3? Did we? I don't think we did we? Now that I think about it, we never got anything for chapter 3. Is there a secret quest for chapter 3? Does anybody know? Oh my God, it just dawned on me. Gunnisher, what up, though? How are you today? Happy Monday, my dude. Yeah. So we got a trinket for, I call them trinkets. What are they actually called? I forget what they're, maybe talisman? I don't know. We got one for episode, or for chapter 1. We got one for chapter 2. I don't think we got one for chapter 3 at all. It just dawned on me. Yeah, like the rewards that you get for that you use against the final boss. I don't think we ever got one for chapter 3 at all. And we did everything for chapter 3, at least to my knowledge. And we used a video to confirm that. And we did miss one thing. It was a tower that we can't do anything with for right now, apparently. So we got to figure out what that's used for too. Biz, what up? How are you? Every time, Bizik, as soon as I see your name, I think Bismarcky. I don't know why. Check the rhythm of the flavor I wrote. Let me clear my throat. Is that Bismarcky? It might be. I don't know. Echo. Who sings Clear My Throat?
Clear My Throat is by DLU Kemp.
What? DLU Kemp? I don't think that's right, is it? What? Biz! Thank you so much for the sub, my dude. I appreciate it. 1 bazillion thank yous, my friend. Congratulations. Use the emotes. Go ahead and jerk somebody off right now. That's what that emote is. In the bathtub, HJ stands for a word, and BB stands for bubble bath. Let's go! Every time I see your name, I think Bismarcky. I don't know why. There it is! You just jerked 4 people off. Boy, you are an overachiever, and that's fucked up, man. That is, there's probably somebody in that 4 that didn't ask for it, and you delivered it to them whether they liked it or not. That, my friend, that's not okay in any culture. Or it's super okay. Boogie kept it in the wraps. 3 hands, that's possible. 4 hands, you're a freak, man. That's not all right. I thought it was a heavy jerk too. See, Goobin agrees. He thought that was a little heavy on the jerk side, a little heavy on the HJ side. This is what we talk about for the first portion of the stream every single day. This is the first half hour is us talking about hand jobs, bubble baths, and video games. Man, what a great start to the stream. I got to clean off my glasses. Got to do that. So yeah, I don't think they're not curios. What the hell is the name of the thing that you get for the secret mission in each one of these chapters? I don't think we got one for the 3rd chapter. This is the first time I really thought about it, and I don't really see an obvious path to one in the 4th chapter right now either. Unless maybe we haven't gotten to it. I will say this feels like a lot shorter of a chapter than 3. Thank God. 3 was almost, you know what? It would be, the problem is I don't like snow. I hate snow. Living here in Michigan, I fucking hate snow. I do have to say that that chapter just sort of, it slogged on a little bit too long. And I think I only didn't like it because it was snow. Also, by the way, Biz, since you're the newest subscriber here to the channel, big thank you again. I appreciate it. What up, Mirko? How are you? Happy Monday. Well, bro, since you're the newest subscriber here, I don't know if you know this, but here's all the links that might be useful to you, including a Discord link. If you want to join the Discord, feel free. I let you know every single day when I'm going live. So if you want a reminder via Discord or something on your phone, I always at everybody right before stream starts so that you know. So, and if you want to check out the Let's Play channel, I do have a Let's Play channel over on YouTube as well as the VOD channel, which is huge. That'll make sure that you never ever miss a stream. The way that the VOD channel works, I hate that I have to explain this, but we found here that it's the best way for us to put out videos so that you know so that you can easily find a day's stream, and so that we can continue moving up in the episodes for every single game. Essentially, all you do is you go in there. Every single stream is broken up into a playlist. They're usually around 6 to 7, maybe 8 videos on a real long stream day. And all you do is search by the date. Search by the date, and yeah, that'll be, that playlist will be for that day's stream. So hopefully that'll help you get caught up on anything you want to get caught up or anything like that. I hate that I have to explain that, but we haven't found a better way of doing it. And once you know that, it actually clicks in, and people are like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense now. I get it. But a lot of people, I mean, you have to be told that to realize it, because no other channel does it like that. So yeah, it's weird. I do it weird. I do shit weird around here. All right, let's get weird. Hoorah, what up though? How are you today, my friend? What is up? How goes your ventures into Black Myth Wukong? I'll just take a quick shower because I just came home from training. Oh, I thought you went in a different direction there. Hey, man, get your shower on. Get your shower on. Don't worry. We're going to be talking for a little bit here anyway, so you got time before the gameplay starts. I think we're going to start off by going and kicking the shit out of Tiger Bro. I think I'm going to get down the Tiger Bro fight and see if we can't kill him. After what we overcame at the end of the stream yesterday in such a short amount of time, I'm thinking we go back to Tiger Bro and we try his ass again. Hoorah says, good and sore today. I started a new character because new game plus outscales all the gear that I have. It's all about, see, that's what it's all about, man. You get to that point and you can't hide behind the gear anymore. You better be perfect. And that's not fun. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like Souls-like game. I know this isn't a Souls-like. I agree 100%. This is not a Souls-like. But that's the reason why people don't like Souls-likes, is because they're not allowed to make a mistake. That's why this game is so fun. You can make a mistake, and then it almost feels like you're doing that teeter-totter back and forth with your enemy, and like it's a real battle. Like they get some in, all right, now it's my turn, motherfucker. And then you get yours in. I feel like that's a funner. That's a funner? Is that a more fun? Is that a more fun type of battle? That doesn't sound right either. A funnerer. More fun? More fun. We're gonna have to go with more fun. Murgo says, or came in the shower, then watched stream. Well, that goes without saying. It's the only place anybody can get any privacy around here. Rockitsauce, nah, I love that that makes you start fresh. Normal mobs were more one-shotting me. New Game Plus, though, is a power fantasy, is it? I don't mind. I mean, pretty much all the normal mobs anyways are kind of like whatevs, you know? It's kind of like whatevs anyways. I don't feel like I've been killed maybe twice by a normal mob in our entire playthrough. Maybe twice. I don't know. There was the horse guys, though. Those guys, you know, there was a spot in chapter 2 where I was having a rough time before I actually got the combat down. There was a spot there. I feel like chapter 2 is specifically put there, and the enemies are put there to kind of teach you the combat too. Like they step it up a little bit in the beginning of chapter 2, but once you get them down, I mean, yeah. Best way to watch Rocket streams in the bathroom taking a shit, says Bleeding. Wow. Well, hopefully everything's going smoothly for you over there. No excessive pushing. Don't give yourself a hemorrhoid. Take it easy. If you have to, just sit for a while. Just sit there. It's okay. Bleeding, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that I could make your pooping more entertaining. Maybe a good laugh or two gets the rest out. I'm sorry, I don't know. New Game Plus just gives enemies slightly more damage. That's it. So that you can take a shot. You can take 2-shot a couple of bosses. I'm interested in. I don't think we'll do a New Game Plus on stream, just because we, of course, on the 19th we have God of War Ragnarok coming to PC. We're going to be playing that shit. Faux show. I almost want to do like a speed run of the first one before we actually do that playthrough, but I don't think we're going to have time. But definitely going to be playing God of War Ragnarok. What else comes out in September? There's something else in September, isn't there? I'm not going to do Black Ops. I'm already seeing people cheating in Black Ops. If I have to play against another controller player that thinks that they're actually aiming for themselves, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the head. It's just, yeah, I can't do it. So no Black Ops for me, I don't think, this year. Actually, Captain Smalls texted me today and says, just throwing it out there, if you don't like it, throw it right back. But last day of beta, and I can't believe the gasp that came out of me. I went, no, I'm not gonna do it. Oh yeah, Space Marines 2, that's the other one. Yeah, Space Marines 2, I gotta see that one. I don't think I'm gonna pre-order it. I think I'm gonna wait and see, because I would rather play God of War Ragnarok than Space Marines 2. So I'm definitely gonna play God of War Ragnarok, but I have my eye on Space Marines 2, and I'm ready for, if Space Marines 2 does end up looking good and it looks like something I want to play, that we just do the old Y in the road and we take a lefty and start playing some Space Marines as well, because that game looks like from what I've seen so far, it looks pretty dope. I need to know that there's more than just see, I'm not a big Warhammer guy. I have never been into Warhammer. I need to know that there's more there than just like a co-op, let's do like a horde mode through a map. From what I've seen, that's the feeling I get for it. If there's a full-on, like, let's say there's a 20-hour story, I would be down to play it. But is it just that co-op experience that I seem to see from a lot of Warhammer games where there's no real point and it's just we're going to go through a map from front to back and a few objectives along the way? Then I'm probably not going to be into it. I hate to say it. Muhura says, from what I understand, it's going to play like Gears in a way. Yeah, which I love Gears. I love Gears. I'm totally all about Gears. Kalb, what up? How are you? There's a school by me called Kalb. How are you? Did you finish the game? No, not yet. We're just getting ready to jump into it right now. We are right now in chapter 4, and we just killed Yellow Long last night. We got Yellow Long last night at the very end of the stream, so we're going to be picking up from right there. Matter of fact, we're at the shrine right outside of the boss fight there. So welcome in, Kalb. Good to see you. How are you today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday! I've heard, but unconfirmed, like a 30-hour campaign. So if there's a campaign like that, I would probably be more inclined to play it. And then also it would give me some lore as into then I want to do like the co-op stuff that I know that is available in them. You know what really grinds my ears? What is that, Bleeding? What really grinds your gears, buddy? I'm not into those, there was another Warhammer game that came out not too long ago, right? Where all you did, they just dropped you in a map. There was no reason for you being there. There was no lore. I gotta have a lore to my games, you know what I mean? Even though a game can be really cool in that, you know, going from beginning of an end to a map. Vermintide 2, yes, that was it. There was another one that came after Vermintide 2. But if it's just like there's a bunch of enemies coming at you and you're just moving from point A to point B with a few objectives in the middle, it's too dumbed down for me. I get bored. I get bored of it. That's what it comes down to. I get bored, FYI, I get bored of Black Ops and shit like that because I can't stand the like I love Warzone. Warzone is ever changing. It's never the same anytime that you go in, even if you drop at the same building every single time and you go into that same room. After you leave that room, it always changes. And when you're talking about something like Black Ops, I hate it because it's the same map. All you do is if you're on this side, you go to that corner and you stare down a hallway. If you're on this side, you go to this spot and then you stare down a hallway. And then you fight it's essentially you just after you've played the game for maybe 20 hours, you've taken every path and you know where to look and all that stuff, and that just becomes extremely boring to me. So Warhammer is just that's what I've always felt, Bleeding. That's the way I've kind of always felt that way about it. Now I'm not opposed, like if Space Marines is fucking dope, then whatever, I'll eat my words and I'm fine with that. But I mean, I always hope that every single game is good. I would love it if every game was perfect. I want every game to be amazing. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case, and it's always what's the word for it? Subjective. It's always subjective. Your good game might not be my good game, and that's all right. It doesn't have to be the same, you know? As long as we can meet in the middle somewhere and enjoy each other playing the game, watching each other and shit like that, then that's all it's about. Vermintide 2 is a horde mode, though. It's a grind game with a background story. Yeah, I was not a fan of what I seen of Vermintide. It just seemed like let's just grind and get a new like cosmetics and shit, or didn't feel deep enough. Whenever I last played Gray Zone Warfare is a great, that's a good example right there. There's a game that always changed. I haven't since we played it, Mirko, because essentially it's early access. I'm waiting for the final release probably to go back to it. That's what I'm thinking. Probably until the final release, and then I'll go back, and then because I don't want to play it all the way through its evolution and then get to the end and then not care. Oh, it's done, and now here's the final version. I want to let it progress, let it grow, let it blossom into a beautiful flower, and then when it's all done, then jump back in and then be like, all right, now this is okay. This is way better than when we played it. You know what really grinds my gears? Peter Griffin. Gears, I gotcha. Gears of War, that used to be my favorite single player game. I'm actually going to fire up the game right now. Kill the music, Tom. Get it out of here. We're gonna fire up the game right now. Gears of War used to be my absolute favorite game. I used to love Gears of War back. That was back when I first really started getting into gaming outside of sports games and shit like that. So I was always I played college football every year. I played NBA Live every year. Played Madden every year. Those were like my main games because back then that's when I was playing basketball, playing football. And once I got outside of I ventured outside of those games and I started really seeing, oh my God, like games are no longer like it's not. I almost can put my mind in the game as I'm that person kind of deal. Once that transition happened, I was like, dude, this shit is like gaming is my shit. And Gears was one of the first games where it pulled me away from just playing sports games. And it was also able to play them co-op with my friends, which was a whole change of pace as well. Captain Smalls, Hank Scorpio. Shout out to them. They were with me the whole way through Gears from Gears 1. I said I'm riding a Brumach. All right, let's fire this shit up. Let's go! The pedal isn't working again today. Come on, man! Why? We're just gonna unplug this here. Plug it back in. Ah, that was the magical sound. Ow! I'm not gonna lie, that fucking hurt. Oh boy, that hurt a lot. Guess what? We're good. It's still not working. Well, that's the first. Oh no. Buttons. Button. You broke it. I didn't break it. I hope I didn't break it. That's a big nope. 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 Now it's a very expensive paperweight. Okay. Are we going to have to do this manually today? Are we going to have to manually? Well, I mean, it's always manual, even if you do it with your foot. But listen, are we going to have to do this with our fingers today? Is this? Oh! Winning! Like I said, different day, different scenario. Every single stream is its own thing. If the pedal is a controller, could it need a driver update? Apparently, it just needed to be unplugged and plugged back in 72 times. Percussive maintenance. A little percussive maintenance. All right, let's jump into this. So we are picking up right where we left off yesterday, right outside of Yellow Long's fight. I think we're going to go and fight the blacksmith now. I think we're going to go back because I feel like if we overcame that guy, then we can beat the blacksmith, right? We already had him down to below half health one time. I think the very first time we fought him. I just got to get the timing of... He has very delayed attacks, if I remember right. Doesn't he? Doesn't he have super delayed attacks? We also need to look at all of our stuff as well. I need to change the color of this background. Echo. Change studio lights to light gray.
Okay.
This is my comfort color right here. This is my comfort color. That is. I don't know why. It's like it's still white, but it's dull, like dimmed down. Why do I like it? Because I have a QD OLED monitor with a glossy screen, and that shit is a little bit, you know, shiny, like reflective. I like darker colors because they don't show up on my screen. I don't reflect it. Come white. No! That's way too bright. At least mine is. Mine could blind you. Forget it. All right, so we got to look at all the things that we got yesterday. So we got a new curio. This golden carp moderately increases a chance of obtaining materials from defeated enemies. We could have used that yesterday, right? Slightly increases 4 Bane's resistant. When did we get this? Bronze Buddha pendant. When the fuck did we get that? Did we get that as well? And that's it for that. Okay. Inventory items. We got something in here. This sea supporting tendon, capable of supporting the sky and the sea. This long tendon is the last relic of a 4 long brothers. It may be combined with the rest of the collection. Treat it with care. Wait a minute. Oh, there was something else in there. There was something else in there. There's another dot somewhere. Where's the other dot? What? It shows, oh, right here in this section. Where's that other dot? Right here? Kun steel? Okay, so don't we, a piece of steel forged from unyielding essence of a spine that never bends to the relentless tides of time. This can be used to craft for crafting weapons. Can we actually craft the weapons right now? Yellow snow. Mirko, god damn it. Echo. Change studio lights to yellow snow.
I don't know how to set studio to that setting.
See, you're just describing the color of something. All right, it's got to be an actual color. How many times do I got to tell you this? There's no oyster white. An oyster is just white. You can't just, it's not a color. Sky blue. Okay, all right. Okay, let's knock it off. All right, I get it. That is a color. But desk brown is not a color. That's just the color of the desk. Echo, change studio lights to yellow.
Okay.
That's for you, buddy. There you go. Yellow snow it is. Yellow snow it is. We're just going to call that yellow snow. It's kind of on point, though, isn't it? It's kind of on point. It's the color of snow that you don't lick. Yes, do not lick the yellow snow. We did get a level up, too. We got 1 spark. We got 1 spark. All right, so where do we put this spark at? I almost want to pull these out of here and then instead put them into over here. You know what? Let's do that. Let's freaking do that. Let's go in here. We can also fast travel from here as well, but let's go into reignite the old spark. We're not even going to use this. I am now a thrust stance advocate. And then we will use those points in here. And you know what? 2, 3, 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 points out of there. The attack is probably more important than crit chance, because attack, your crit chance is based off of your base attack power. So yeah. Yup. Also, I forgot we can now be him, can't we? We can now change into yellow long, golden lightning, golden thunder, lightning's gift, a deadly dance, both cruel and swift. Transform into yellow long, gaining immunity to shock and the ability to see through an enemy. Each attack inflicts thunder bane. Light attack is the lightning dance. Heavy attack is fatal shadow, quickly charge in the shadows and executes a fatal attack upon release. And then the varied combo. This guy has a varied combo too. Nice. Unscathed. Initiating a heavy attack during a light attack combo triggers varied combo. If the enemy strikes during the varied combo, you will be able to see through their move and counterattack, earning 1 focus point. And then the heavy attack, Death Trilogy. Use at least 1 focus point. Death Trilogy replaces Fatal Shadow. Yellow long leaps into the air, infusing the tip of the blade, just the tip, with thunder and slams onto the enemy's forehead, dealing massive damage. If followed by another heavy attack upon landing, another leap and slam can be performed. This was a real asshole move in this fight, I'm not gonna lie. He did it like up to 4 times, I do believe, during the fight. Let's actually see if he does it in the little demo up top. Show me the one where he goes up in the air. It's got to be the exact same maneuver, right? You're never quite as good as the enemy that you're transforming into, though. You're not the same. You can't just become that boss, unfortunately. Hell with it. Let's do it. We're never gonna transform anyways. We can't. All right, so let's go ahead, travel to Ryu Scroll, the village entrance. Let's go to the Zodiac Village. We're gonna go fight the what do you call him? Oh, what's that guy's name? The blacksmith. We're gonna go fight him. See if we can't take him out. I feel like the first 2 or 3 times are gonna be us just basically learning the timing on his strikes. Because if I remember right, he had sweeping, like, long delayed strikes. Also, we should grab all our shit as well. Let's start with doing this. What? Game. There we go. Nailed it. First try. And we want that and that. Anything else? Was it right? Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Now we need to sit down, rest, sit down. Wow, look at that mana bar. Look at that mana bar. Woo! There we go. All right, and now these go back to. I think we're just gonna do the 2 crit chance or the 2 crit ones. We're at 15% crit chance right now. We can get that up a little bit more, right? Maybe not. We can't craft this yet, can we? So we need another Kun Steel. I don't know where the hell we're gonna get that from. I don't know where we're getting that one from, bud. Oh yeah, we gotta switch this as well over to this. That brings us up to 17% crit chance. 17? Let's see what this guy's got.
Mine eyes doth see the dell from the confines of my abode.
Request?
It retains the energy of both this world and beyond.
Oh. Anything new to buy since we killed that dude? No, not really.
Many are bent on seeking